Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Endzone 2. Last episode we did some big strides forward actually. We unlocked our second vehicle by finding a buggy in a disused auto repair shop, and we unlocked the rest of the map in Zone 1 basically. I've gone off cam and unveiled the rest of the Fog of War, as well as doing a little bit of loot running just to get stuff cleared off the map. We do have some expeditions that we're going to do today, and the rest of the settlements are just starting to develop quite nicely, so that is good. The one thing I do want to do here in Newtown is build another tree nursery. So we don't have anybody available to work it yet, but if I have a look at my production of fibre, which is grown on the plantations, is insane. We're at 1,000 fibre in storage right now, so that is looking really good, which means we can actually drop a few people from the farms that are creating fibres. So I'm actually going to drop 2 people from this one, so that when that tree nursery is built, we can actually start replenishing the trees very quickly. We could also produce a coal mine here, but having the upgraded charcoal kiln here with people working in it is actually helping the tailor's workshop. But what we can do when we do build our coal mine is reduce the number of people working in that, so that we still get the boost from it, but it is no longer kind of impacting our wood supply, which is causing a little bit of a problem for us at this moment in time, because our coal, our wood is dropping quite dramatically, and we don't have the ability to kind of recover that quick enough. So what I want to try and do is I want to try and get this quite far away. I think here's going to be good, so I could actually run a road going all the way up from there. I think maybe if we can put it on an angle and have it in here. There, that's perfect. So that's our coal mine now being built. And I believe the coal mine just needs to be... We could, technically speaking, move the tailor's workshop out here, but I don't even think, if we have a look at the fertility, that's nowhere near. So keeping that upgraded charcoal kiln there is good. We can now put some people to work in this tree nursery. I'm going to drop... Once that's built, I think we've got people working on it. Yes, we've got master builders working on that now. So that'll be built. We can then reduce the people working in this upgraded charcoal kiln, which is producing 11 charcoal per minute. But if we drop people out of that, it goes down to 7. So we'll drop that down to 1 person working in there. And then we put these people, the 4 spare that we had, into the coal mine. They're now producing 5 per minute, which is not great. 9 per minute. Good. I need tools. They do have tools. It goes up to 14 per minute. So we're producing more coal per minute now. 18 per minute. See? Excellent. That's good. So we're making more coal, but then our tool production has taken a bit of a beating. So we need to have a look at our tools. If we have a look at industry, no, it's not there. It's in trades and crafts. And we go to our workshop here. That might be the next thing we have to upgrade. So we haven't researched that yet. So let's take a look at our research. And where is upgraded workshops? I think it's going to be in here somewhere, maybe. There it is. So we'll move into that, and then we need to go to here. Upgraded workshop. That boosts the efficiency of our workshops and also allows us to create iron tools, which is going to be important when we finally have that production up and running. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plant encyclopedia and a ladder, because we have some unfinished expeditions that I want to finish, and I want to patch up a few things. So the gas station down here needed the plant encyclopedia, but then all the way over the other side where the roadblock is there, that's where we're going to go first. We're going to speed off over there. This research shouldn't take too long to do, and then we can actually build our first upgraded workshops. And that's going to really help us in our main city here of Newtown, because it's going to allow us, we've got some missing resources from the pharmacy there. They don't have any medicine, and we have to get that produced. So we've got loads of herbs in stock now. If I just go over from my medicine, we've got 700 herbs in stock here in Newtown. And Newtown is where I was going to produce my pharmaceuticals. So that's what we're going to start doing as well. Next, we need to attach the ladder to this pallet. There we go. We climb up the ladder to gain access to the crate and the cable drums. We climb down the ladder, we take our ladder back, expedition complete, dump everything into the Pathfinder and end it for good. And that clears another one off the map, which is really good. Then we're going to fly on over here to this gas station and get whatever seeds the plant encyclopedia turns up there. Now, the seeds you use on your farm, you have to research your farm first, but we did unlock it in an abandoned house. So we can now till fertile soil to obtain food. We need a fertile area of soil. It does cost water, so that's something that we need to be aware of. We've also got the bar and the brewery we can build here, but again, that is going to need a new type of thing, so we're going to leave that for now. I think we probably want to look at maybe upgrading and researching the huts now. We can then get the vulcanizer as well, but we've unlocked the pharmaceutical laboratory. It just needs to be built. Now, Newtown, I'm hesitant to build the pharmaceutical laboratory at this moment in time because I'm going to need to build some housing for people. If we can get the upgraded workshop up and running and maybe work on getting a power supply, that might actually change things. But currently our coal production is looking really good. We got 18 per minute from there, and then obviously the upgraded charcoal kiln still pumps out 4 per minute, but I still get the bonus to my tailor's workshop for that, which is really good. And that is going to help us out quite immensely. We can change this mode here and have them creating rubber gloves, but it does require rubber, which we only have 60 of, and because we don't have a vulcanizer, there's no point doing that because eventually we'll run out of rubber. Do we have natural latex production here is my next question, because I think that is something we can produce here on these farms. So if I have a look here, change the plantation, they do produce natural latex there. And right, that's something that we can definitely look into, but we're going to finish off this expedition now, and it was literally just a case of going and investigating this plant here. There we go, we have unlocked cannabis of all the things. Right, okay, that's done. I wasn't expecting that, but there we have it. Now the industrial site here needs wood and a ladder. We've then got lockpick. Now this house over here just needs a ladder, so we can head up there and get that done. And I will build my pharmaceutical laboratory here. Right then, there we go. Pharmaceutical laboratory. We're going to put it next to the pharmacy. Needs to be near the production of plastic and herbs. So I think we should put it over in Medici, because that's going to give us herb and plastic production. I wasn't originally going to do this. So we've got plastic there. We've got herbs there. Also needs to be near a depot. Right, okay. That's within range to do herb production and plastic there. But it would mean changing where the recycler is and changing where that material depot is. Okay, so let's just pause a second. We're going to try and blueprint these in. So if we go to our industry, no it's not, it's raw materials. The recycler, we'll let them get demolished first. Okay, now we'll pause. Now we'll bring our recycler in. So if we just touch in there with that recycler, it's still next to scrap production and there's still a depot nearby. And that's because it's next to the town centre. Okay, so maybe we don't need that material depot. Maybe we do this stuff here. Can I potentially move the woodcutting lodge along one? Squeeze the material depot in here? Or is that... Does have a depot in the vicinity. Where's that then? I don't see it. Is it the outpost? It is the outpost. Okay. Right. So, that's good. If I then go to this and we go to our pharmaceutical laboratory, you can see there it is in range. It's not in range. is now in range of herb production, and the plastic production, once it's built, it will be in range of as well. That's good. Right, excellent. So we'll get those built. We need people to move into them though, which means we're going to have to research, because I'm going to need to improve the population here. So we'll get that research done and we can upgrade them. We don't have the space in Medici for a large population, so we are going to need bigger houses. Right, let's do this expedition. Okay, so we've got a water canister there that I assume just has lots of water in it. Huge reservoir of water. Someone was well prepared for a drought. And an aircon unit. I think there might be something here. It's just a toilet. And the toilet moves and it's an entrance. Amazing. Right, before we go down there, someone's got like a prep shelter or something in here. There's nothing in the main body of the house, so we'll climb down the ladder. Take the ladder back. Take the ladder down. Yes, of course it is. Right, so we've got some doors through here. There's no bodies in there, is there? No, there isn't. They all must have left. But there's some radiation suits through here. Perfect. Another door. Well prepared here, weren't they? Ventilation, great. Is there something that we can grab from that? We can crawl through it. Is it because this door's locked? It is. It's blocked from the other side, so we crawl through the ventilation shaft. Very clever. Get that. Get that. Get the crate. We're at 94%, and then there's an axe here, which finishes it off. We open that door and climb out. Amazing. Right, okay, well, we got a lot of stuff there, including another fire axe. So that ended up being a successful explore. Right, we'll go drop this stuff off. What have we got here? This plantation. Maybe upgrading plantations is going to be a good idea as well. So as you upgrade, because they become more efficient, you need less people manning them to make them worthwhile and make them work. Like this coal mine is producing 18, which is still infinitely better than the upgraded charcoal kiln, even though just having one person working in that charcoal kiln is giving us a nice increase to that as well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have our Pathfinder drop off here. We're then going to put all of this stuff away. We're going to try and just juggle things around here. We're going to take some more bricks and we're going to go and drop them off at Medici, because Medici is going to need to upgrade its housing very soon. We've got toxic rain. That's gone now. Oh no, it's not. It's just started. It's only a quick one though. We've got an empty work area for the scrapyard in Medici. So where can they go to next? It's going to be important that we try and eliminate as much of the scrap as possible from Medici so that we've got more building space. Now, they're just little bits of scrap, so we don't need to worry about them. I'm going to send them further afield and have them demolish that ruin over there. And then we can start maybe thinking about how we can plan out this settlement for the future. Because I do still want to use it. I don't believe in abandoning the settlement. They've given us some protective clothing for some reason. I don't know if that's then going to impact how they feel towards us. They still have 79 activated carbon masks, so that's okay. Now that we've hopefully finished researching this, we should, yeah, we can upgrade that tent and that tent and that one. And we'll just upgrade them all. So that's going to give us a nice population boost there. What we do need to be aware of is that we might start running out of food and water here. So I think researching something to improve our water production might be a good idea. We can get the upgraded plantation soon enough, but we do need things like the decontaminator and the decontamination lab. So we're going to go for these first. The decontaminator removes radiation from the environment, but all of these need things like iodine, which means these decaying iodine mines that we've got in both of our settlements are going to become very important. We do need latex, so I'm going to go back over to Newtown, and I'm just going to have this plantation change its seeds to natural latex. Actually, we're not. We're going to keep them on fiber, and we're going to have these guys switch to natural latex. So you can see we've also got hops and cannabis has grown on the plantations. So maybe it's time for a third plantation in this location. But again, it is all going to involve upgrading our population and allowing more people to be born or move into here. Now you can see now Medici population starting to increase, so they can start creating in their pharmaceutical lab, which was over here somewhere in this one. So we'll have our recycler get back up and running. We'll have that maxed out. And then over here, I think the scrapyard we can now max out. And the pharmaceutical lab we can also max out once people move into it. Swamp farm is already maxed out on those two. Now, as people grow up, they will start. There we go. Pharmaceutical laboratory is now full. We are then going to have to change our trade route. If we go into our transport routes here, we're going to edit this route a second because I don't now want them to be using this. So we're going to delete that. We'll delete that and we'll restart it. So we're going to load up pharmaceuticals here. And we're going to load up 50 of them. Then we're going to unload them in Newtown. When we get to Newtown, we are loading up. I think we can, for now, actually, I'm going to transport them back manually. Get rid of those herbs. We are then going to load up here. Because what do they need more? They don't need coal. They're producing their own coal. They needed tools. But it was just the 10 tools that we were loading up. And then we'll unload them there. And I think here also we could do with... it was paper. So we're not going to load up there. We're going to load up here. We're going to load up paper. But again, we don't need as much paper as I've been taken over. So it's just 10. And then we'll unload that. That will do. So if we go back over here, you can see that they've got loads of paper in now, I think. We just have a quick look. Paper 752. They've got absolutely tons of it. So they don't need any of that. We can then move our Pathfinder all the way back home. And they will pick up the herbs that they've harvested and taken back to here for storage. So I suppose it's kind of been a nice temporary bit of storage for us while we've been getting this all up and running. Upgraded plantation is going to be pretty useful, so I'm going to get that unlocked now. Did require 15 units of iron tools, but that's fine. And if we upgrade those plantations, they'll be able to cope with the demand on the pharmaceutical lab, which means we don't need to build a new plantation in this space where we are pretty much struggling. Although, is it an upgraded swamp farm that we need? Let's have a quick look. That's an upgraded farm. I think it's just classed as a plantation, so it can just be upgraded normally. I mean, I hope so anyway. This does improve the amount of resources we produce, which actually frees up some staff in Newtown, so that's fine. That's going to give us a little boost, and we can shuffle around some of the population so that we're still able to do everything we need to do. Good. Right, we are going to take these herbs back. See if I can drop off any of these. Yep. Take the herbs away, and then we'll drop these off back at Medici. Good. Right. Medici's still producing paper, but the rate of that has dropped a little bit for some strange reason. Yes, that's why. So, we can't upgrade the paper mill. Can we upgrade the swamp farm? No, the swamp farm cannot be upgraded. So we would just need to continue making more swamp farms. We're losing 5 swamp farms per minute. We're producing 0.7 per minute because the transport routes are taking some of them as well. Right, okay. Our depot here is full. That's because I got rid of the material depot. So if we go to our logistics and see if we can build... Oh, no, we do have material depot here. We can't upgrade it because we don't have 5 units of iron. I think I can sort that out. So let's head over there and get the iron. And then we are going to go back to expeditions. We're getting a little bit more medicine in now, so that's good. We gain 4 per minute from our transport routes, and the settlement makes use of 4 per minute, so that's fine. I'm just going to drop off the herbs there for now. we're going to take iron. Don't want 32 though. I'm just going to take 10. And I'm also going to take more herbs actually. So let's take the herbs back, because once the upgrade is done, they'll be able to just go straight into storage and we can use them to create what we need. So we're going to head back over there. And then we are going to take a look at what expeditions we might be able to do. But we can upgrade our plantations, so we're going to do that here. Perfect. So upgrading these plantations means we're going to go from producing 7 per minute in terms of our fibers, and we are now going to start producing how many? Upgrade is nearly done, and it's finished. 11 per minute. Good. And 17 per minute here at the plantation. And that means we can research our vulcanizer, I think. There we go. Good. Then we can start creating rubber. 16 per minute in terms of fiber and 30 natural latex. Right then. Good. So we'll drop all of this stuff off now and we can upgrade this material depot to an upgraded material depot, which is going to have an expanded capacity and let us put a bit more stuff in. Water and food is still holding pretty steady, so that's really, really good. They've got plenty of coal now, and cloth is looking okay. So, is that done yet? Let's have a quick look. Material depot, upgraded material depot, good. Right, let's trade this. And we are full again. No, we're not. Still says the depot's full. We are full. We are full. But we can build an upgraded material depot just from scratch. So I'm going to put that there. Does get a wider range as well being upgraded. So once that's built, we can finally dump the remaining herbs that we have. So they have upgraded food depots, water towers and everything there. They've got plenty to last if they need it. And hopefully once that is built, there it is, goes in. You can now dump what's left there. I'm going to go back home. We're going to drop all of this off and then we're going to take a look at our expeditions and see if we can map out some new ones. So there's greenhouses here. We need a lockpick and the plant encyclopedia, and we need a ladder for the house nearby. We also need a ladder and some planks. So that can be our setup once we get home. So we'll drop all of this off and then we'll head out on some new expeditions. What research can we do now? Maybe the vehicle workshop would be good. Let's do that. We do need rubber for it. We've got the shelter there. So people here, a large number of settlers can live in shelters, but children won't be born there. So that might be an option for us. Now the coffee shop supplies homes in the area with cannabis. We've also got the pavilion, decontaminator, the decontamination lab. I think we'll go with the vehicle workshop. Or do we go with decontaminator? No, actually, we're going to upgrade our jetties. We need 15 tools for that, 15 iron tools. Let's just do the vehicle workshop. We need to keep researching things, so it's really important that we do that. Now that we've got the materials to do so, I don't see why not. So, right, we need lockpick, ladder, planks, plant encyclopedia. And let's head off. So our first expedition is this industrial site here. So let's head over there and get this done. So we'll finish off with these 3 expeditions, and that brings us one step closer to having done all of the stuff in this area and one step closer to moving into Zone 2. I think we should probably do one more settlement getting set up here. I think that would be really useful. And then we can maybe think about starting to have some sort of 3-way trade going on. There's a transformer box around here and a code for a safe, which is 5370. Again, very useful. And then we attach the ladder to this bottom support here. climb up, continue looting, and then the wooden planks to the shelf, to the safe. 5370. Nice. And we unlock the upgraded farm. Oh, amazing. So that's a free bit of advanced research for us. Oh no. Am I stuck now? I've got myself stuck. We'll end the expedition. We'll loot it. Alright, okay, so we can just take all of that stuff back. Right, that was funny. Managed to block myself in there. Right, up to this house now. It's just a small one, but across the way from it, there's some greenhouses there. That's going to be the big ticket item because that needs the planting encyclopedia, which means we'll unlock some more seeds that we can use in our farms and our upgraded farms when we decide to actually use them. The problem with the farms is that they use a lot of water to keep that soil fertile, so we are going to make sure that before we do that, we are absolutely ready for it. Mailbox, which just gives us a bit of lore, I think. Yeah, still tons of unopened letters and a big red sheet of paper. Oh, a map with roads and markers placed on it. Wow. I really like that they put these little bits in. It just encourages you to explore the lore of the area and really, like, be meticulous with things. So this shelf here has another plant encyclopedia in it for us. We're not going to be able to take that with us, though, because we are fully stocked. But we can come back for it without issue. So let's climb up the ladder when I can get a target on it. There we go. And then there's a barrel here, another ladder, another plank, and a pallet. And that is done. Right, we'll just climb our way down. Climb down the ladder, load that up, and end the expedition again. Lots of loot to pick up here. Ooh, a new zone. Right, okay. So we are now aware of the new zone, and we're also aware that there's a raider bunker, Mike the Mega Devourer, there. And then over here, it's Lizzie Rasmus. Now, these guys are all the same from Endzone 1. So interesting, and I just see another raider bunker on the edge there. That's an Endzone. There's another raider bunker somewhere here. You can just see it on the edge of the map there. Okay, good to know. Well, that was really good. That's been really useful. That's going to give me some forward planning to do. So we'll go to these greenhouses now. It's exciting because we're almost on the precipice of getting into Zone 2, but I want to be safe when I do that. So we've got a crate, which we can lockpick, giving us some iron and copper. We can then go and loot. Ooh, iron tools, 12 of them. That's good. Nice pallet, some plants. And that gives us hops, which means beer is now possible in our settlement. Is that another plant encyclopedia? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Amazing. Right, that's done. So we can load everything up, end our expedition. We've unlocked hops. We're then going to head home, drop all of this stuff off, take a look at our expeditions, but I think that's our last act for today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 expeditions left to do. And I think I'm going to try and get them all done in our next episodes. It's going to be an expedition-heavy episode. And then what I'm going to do is, I think we'll start a new settlement before we get ourselves ready to go into Zone 2. So I'd really like to get vehicle production up and running, which we are just about done with. There we go. That is now up and running. And if I can get some extra stuff done, just so that I'm ready, because if our vehicles start taking damage from the raiders that are roaming around, and we lose those vehicles without the ability to like rebuild them, we are done. We're defeated. It's not going to be doable. And that's why I want to make sure that we are in our best possible position for everything coming up. Right, okay, so we are starting to run out of water, which means we're going to need to put more people to work in the jetty. I do have another jetty here, so we'll start the production on that again. And we'll put 5 people working in it, which brings us back up to an increasing amount, which is good. Right, we'll send our Pathfinder home. Oh, okay. We need to build a cemetery here. Something that we forgot to do. Do have space for it. It's just going to really impact the footprint of what is an already small settlement. So I can put it down there. That'll do. Then we can get some grave diggers in. Right, okay, so happy days. We're looking really good here. Medici's starting to be a little bit stronger and thriving a little bit more. Newtown is pretty secure. It just needs happier citizens, and maybe we should push a slight population expansion there. But with all of the upgrades coming in, we're really efficient now. We just need to make sure that we're managing things nicely. The droughts haven't been an issue yet, but sickness and stuff is something that I am a little bit concerned about because we've just started producing the pharmaceutical stuff. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Endzone 2 and you're looking forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.